viewers nationwide and nationally, you were able to ask him a question also. People can find Dan at danlear.com. We're into the prep session of the week, and honored to have Trevor Hill from Alta High School right here on the Coach Scott Field Show. This portion of the show is brought to you by teamjmp.com. Teamjmp.com was a guest here a few weeks ago, John Madsen. He's got a strength and conditioning program not too far from up your way, and does a great job working with a lot of local athletes. I know he worked with a lot of athletes that were getting into the NFL draft this last week. Hope that they had success with that. So please go to teamjmp.com. Give John Madsen a look up as we welcome my man, Trevor Hill from Alta High School right here on the Coach Scott Field Show. Trevor, I want to share a quick story about you. Before I was able to work with you, my son was playing at the Big Mountain Jam last year. There at the Southtown Expo Center, and it must have been June, so about a year ago. Alta was playing against a school, and I just happened to stay because your game was on before my son was going to play, and I had not seen you play before. I've heard about you, and people would say, how you were a good player and this kind of stuff. I was just curious, so I sat and watched, and I walked away from that game. I was scratching my head. I said, this kid is competitive. He has heart. He goes hard. And I was like, I'd love to have the opportunity to work with him. So I started working the phones, trying to find out people who had your contact information. Was able to get a hold of you through some friends. Called you up and I said, Trevor, wow, what a great game that you had at the Big Mountain Jam. Invited you to come play along with us with Dream Vision. You had some prior commitments. You had a camp that was going to go on at the University of Hawaii, I believe. But you were able to come play a couple tournaments with Dream Vision last year, which was Thurl Bailey's team, where we played in the Adidas Invitationals, Dallas, we played in Vegas, we played out in Indianapolis, Indiana. And what an asset you were to our team because you're just so tough and competitive. I loved having the opportunity to work with you. Is your mom watching tonight?
Yeah, she is.
Mama, how you doing? Thanks for allowing Trevor out of the house tonight, letting him be a part of the Coach Scott Field Show. We're thrilled to have you. Thanks so much for all your support, and your mom's great. Outstanding, outstanding. So you've had great support systems, huh, buddy?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Alta. You guys had a nice season this year. A standout player up there. You've had a nice career. You signed with Dixie.
Yes.
Take us through that process. You're a multi-star. You play football and basketball, and you're looking to play football and basketball at the next level, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So the first year I go down to Dixie, I think I'm just going to focus on basketball.
Okay.
And then maybe my sophomore year, I'll look to play both sports.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for you, and the Dixie community is fortunate to have you as a person on and off the court. First-class individual. You're very quiet. You just kind of handle your business. But when you step between those lines, you are a competitive man. We played against some of the nationally ranked teams in AAU. You were guarding players that were bigger than you. I'm not going to say more athletic or more heart. Now, bigger physically. I mean, here you are. What's your size? What's your weight right now?
6'3", 195.
So 6'3", 195. You were guarding guys 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", sometimes in those tournaments. You never backed down. You were competitive. You fought hard, and you went at them. You were getting fouls called against you just because you were so aggressive, but you were just that much more aggressive than these players. And sometimes these AAU referees, I'd sit there and scratch my head and laugh with you sometimes during the game because I'm like, Trevor, wow, really?
Yeah.
But gosh, you had a great year and great summer with us last year. What were some of the things you learned playing the AAU circuit? What did that do to help your development going into your senior year at Alta and preparing you for this next piece of your life, which is going down to Dixie?
Well, playing in the summer circuit is a lot different than high school. The game's faster, and so I had to learn to slow my game down and think one step ahead of the opponent.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to read it and make the play that's
okay.
needed.
Okay, well, I like that. Do you definitely think that the AA you experienced better helped prepare you for your high school as your senior year at Alta and the things that you did? What did you learn playing against the bigger, faster, stronger athletes on the national scene, not just here in Utah? Because it seems like so many Utah players play against each other day in, day out, in the summer, in the spring, in the winter, but you got to go against some new blood. What did those experiences teach you?
Well, it taught me there's a lot of different talent out there.
Yeah.
They're a lot quicker, so I just learned that I'm not going to be the fastest all the time, but I can work the hardest, and if I do that, it should lead me to good things.
I love it. Hey, you had an opportunity to come in and listen to Dan Lear,
Yes.
A best-selling author, motivational speaker, a gentleman who empowers individuals with life skills. What did you take away from Dan that maybe may help you? I mean, you asked him a great question, about how to prepare yourself for a game, but what were some things that you took from Dan just being in here for a few minutes before your segment came on tonight?
Outside of basketball, I would say I learned if I visualize and if I feed my mind and keep growing, the brain's more powerful than anything else. So
true.
if I keep feeding that, I'll be successful after basketball.
I have no doubt in my mind. I have no reservations, no hesitations that you're going to have a great career and you're going to do great things even after your college career. Gosh, you're originally from Texas, moved here to Utah. You've been around different cultures and playing at Alta High School. What's one of the biggest things that you're going to take from your experience playing at Alta High School going on to Dixie?
The coaching staff really pushed me to work hard.
Nice.
I think I'm going to keep that trait and hopefully work harder down at Dixie.
I know you will. I was thrilled to have the opportunity to work with you for a few months. As we said, we got to go to Dallas together. You met us in a tournament for Vegas. After you're coming back from Hawaii, you went out and played with us in Indiana, which was some great teams. I was thrilled to have the opportunity to work with you and watch your development, but I saw your confidence grow. I saw you accepting the challenges, going against bigger, faster, stronger athletes. I've been blessed to have coached around the globe at high levels. Is there one thing that you can remember, any lessons that I taught you you're going to carry on as you go on to Dixie, that's something maybe I might have helped prepare you, even helped prepare you to go back for your senior year at Alta?
Yeah, in our last tournament, you told me that I was guarding the 6'7" kid, pretty good, out of California, and you told me don't back down.
Yeah.
If I can just keep that with me, that would say is the greatest thing that you taught me.
Well, good. Well, and you had no back down in you. I don't know if it was my words telling you that or if that was just your heart, but you're a great person. I mean, you and my son are still friends. You guys play some pickup stuff together. Yeah. He's excited. He wanted me to tell you congratulations. He's happy for you with going down to Dixie.
Thank you.
What are the things that you're hoping to do with basketball after your college days? Are you hoping maybe to play professionally? Maybe, I heard you say you want to play some football. Are you thinking maybe professionally in both sports, one sport? Where's your true passion at? Which sport do you like best? Because you're kind of like a Bo Jackson back in the day, multi-sports, What do you like the best?
Basketball is my favorite sport,
okay.
Definitely. I grew up liking football more until high school, and then,
okay.
I don't know. But after my college career, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I go overseas or something. Who knows?
I could see that. You've got a skill set. You've got the tools. You're learning the mental aspects of it now. Yeah. So I got a feeling when you put all those things together, there is no ceiling effect for you, meaning that the sky's the limit. I don't see anything stopping you except you. And I wish you the best of luck. I know you're going to have a great career. Do you have any messages for the young fans who watch Trevor Hill that have gone to the Alta games for years and watched you play? What would you share with this young players out there who watch Trevor? What message could you give them to help them with their transition of being maybe a varsity starter in the coming years?
Yeah, I would say just work hard in the weight room and keep your grades up for sure.
Now, how are your grades? You're getting it done in the classroom, huh?
Yeah, I do. I carry a 3.4, 3.5. So
nice.
Not bad.
That's so important, and it's a great message because at the next level, it's a student athlete, and emphasis on student. You're there to get a degree, to continue your education, to continue to grow. are you wanting to get into business after the playing days are over? What do you see yourself doing once you hang up the sneaks, when all the playing days are over? Coaching, maybe? What are you going to do?
No, I don't think I'm going to stay away from coaching.
Is it too hard? It makes you go bald.
Yeah, a lot of stress with that.
Yeah, okay.
I want to be a pharmacist or a respiratory therapist.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, hey, as we get older and I get more arthritic, I can come to you and maybe you can hook me up with some medication to keep me out of the pain then, huh?
Definitely, for sure.
My brother-in-law is actually a pharmacist with Smith's Pharmacy. He graduated from the University of Utah, and he loves his job. He's one of the managers in the pharmaceutical field, so maybe you can come back and shadow with him a little bit to kind of segue into that career afterwards. But he's a great person. Matter of fact, he's also a follower of our show. So Hiram, well, want to say hello to you and appreciate you following the Coach Scott Field Show. Sounds like you're going to have Trevor Hill following in your footsteps, so maybe they'll see you up there at Smith's here real soon. Do you have any other messages that you want to share with anybody? That how can fans follow you? I know you got a Twitter. You and I follow each other on Twitter. What is your Twitter handle?
TrevHill03.
TrevHill03.
Yeah.
So at Twitter, follow Trevor. Give him a shout out. Follow him. Great kid. Awesome individual. Going to be a success. And I'm thrilled that you're on the Coach Scott Field Show tonight.
Thank you for having me, Coach.
You got it, my man. Nothing but love. Sure. Hey, we're going to have a break. We're going to pay the bills, and we're going to have Everett Gray coming on to the Coach Scott Field Show right after this message. But again, teamjmp.com for your strength and conditioning. Get you bigger, get you faster, get you stronger, get you right. teamjmp.com. Holler at John Madsen.
Buddy. Thank you.